really, really good week of practice. I think, we made it through that first 8-week grind. Obviously, some unbelievably tough opponents, and we've got another one this week. But I felt a renewed pep in our step. The guys have done a great job taking care of their bodies. Their coaches, our strength staff have done a great job taking care of their bodies. Felt like we were flying around. It was a really, really good Thursday, much like last week. Injury update: Tennille Carter is going to be out for this game. Has not progressed on the timeline in enough time to be ready to go. He is progressing, but hoping to have him back Sunday for practice. Sam is available and will make the trip, and we'll continue to monitor. I would imagine, you're liable to see, a wide variety of quarterbacks back there, and Shane took the bulk of the ones reps, but we also have Gerard and Sam as well. Questions?
How much did Gerard practice with the quarterbacks this week?
The whole week. The whole week he was a quarterback. Yeah, because of the uncertainty of the progress of those concussion protocol deals. You can be progressing, be cleared, and then you take a step backwards, and then it kind of starts the clock over again. So you never quite know until you really cross the hump with a couple days of contact.
Would you expect to be kind of the first guy out there running back wise?
I don't know. I think it depends on the play. We hadn't talked about our openers right now, and I don't know, what was it, Oklahoma State? Tennille ran out there for the first play because we had a design little swing pass for him that he dropped. But so I don't know. I think you'll see a steady diet. Kyle Porter has actually ran around a lot better than he has the last few weeks, so I would imagine he'd get some reps too.
What did you like about your dime lightning package last week?
I was happy with our ability to stop the run with guys that, when we put that package in for Oklahoma State, were really in there as pass rush guys and zone drop guys. But we did so well against Oklahoma State. I think Coach Orlando and the defensive staff said, hey, maybe this is something we can build on. And even versus a team that runs the ball pretty well in Baylor and uses a tight end in the run game and all of that, we held up pretty well. So that was a pleasant surprise.
Coach, in your injury update, I didn't hear you say anything about Shackelford. I was curious about that.
Yeah, he should be good to go.
Okay. Is Hedfield Matt, is he back at 100%?
100%, yep.
Some of the guys on Tuesday said that you guys have made signs with previous TCU scores on it, kind of like, I don't know if it's subliminal in their face, but are you getting a sense from them that they owe these guys something?
Yeah, I don't know that ever is a factor. It's something we started at Houston that, anytime you play a team that you lost to the previous year, we kind of walk around with the sign, just with the score on it, just a little added motivation, a little added bit of anger, maybe embarrassment, and that our job, a lot of our job is being part-time psychologists. So any added benefit we can get to try to poke the tiger a little bit and get a little bit more out of our kids, we'll take. But I don't know, when the ball's kicked off, they're not thinking about last year or any of the years before that.
You alluded to this some on Monday, but the in-state rivalry, you've got Baylor Tech, and I guess TCU's the only one that you guys regularly play, and TCU's owned that rivalry lately. Do you play up that in-state stuff, that pride of Texas, any of that for the rivalry?
We do, yeah. It's real. We talked about it against Baylor, and we'll talk about it again against Texas Tech. I think it's important, if for no other reason, but the two biggest ones is one, a sense of pride. These guys played against each other or with each other in high school, and to have that pride to walk around for a whole year knowing that you won the game. But it helps in recruiting, to know that if you come to Texas, you're gonna win games against in-state opponents.
Tom, you talked about last on Monday that your quarterbacks are not that dissimilar. Did you need to talk to Beck about that in terms of, hey, we can call the same stuff for both guys? It seemed like, you know, he talked about pressing, and then he comes out maybe with the best game plan he's had.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I'll tell you about game plans. That every play is designed to score, and so I'll say that till the day I die. They're all designed to score, and so when you call a play, if everybody does their job the way that they're supposed to, really good things are supposed to happen. Now that being said, you know, us as coaches, it's our job to put our players in position to do things that they do well. And I think there was no talking to. I think, you know, I was a little bit nervous, to be quite honest with you, because I had a feeling that on some of our run plays, you know, that Baylor was going to do what they did, which was try to make Shane keep the football. And some of them weren't even true read plays. It was actually an extra blitzer coming off the edge that, you know, if the ball gets handed off, it's a 3-yard loss, and Shane just pulls it and runs it. And he obviously did a really good job of that. So, no, I think when one of them is not available, then that becomes a bigger issue in terms of called runs and all that stuff and trying to protect the guy. But beyond that, I think we all know that you know, Shane is very, very capable with his legs. You know, there's only been, I mean, if you think about it, there's only been 2-3 games where we've had both of them even cleared to play, let alone 100%. So when you go into a football game and you've got 2 quarterbacks on scholarship and one of them doesn't even make the trip, you better be really, really careful. I've never seen anything like it in my life, that you literally go into a football game at a place like Texas with one trained quarterback. Obviously we had Gerard, but you know, he's been kind of a bounce around guy, but one true quarterback, scholarship quarterback available for the game. And so you want to make sure that guy stays as healthy as can be.
Did you ever talk to Gerard, or did he ever come to you and say, Coach, do you need me at quarterback full time?
No, we haven't had that conversation. Gerard's going to do whatever it takes for his team to win. And you know, when those 2 guys are healthy, you know, he can help us at receiver, and if one of them's not, then he can help us at quarterback, and I think he knows that and knows his role there.
Coach,
time for 2 last ones.
You guys obviously have been close against elite competition, down to the final play against most, but you haven't been able to say it in a while. What is that next step? What does it take, especially got another elite team this weekend?
Well, one, you know, let's not get in those positions. You know, let's start faster, play better early. I think is a big deal. But if for some reason we don't, you know, obviously, you know, the Oklahoma game sticks out to go down 20-0 and rally back to take the lead in the 4th quarter. You know, that's saying something. Now we've got to be able to sustain that kind of effort and focus. I think the biggest thing that has killed us is the mistakes that are made at very critical times, and they're not made because of lack of effort, and they're not made because of lack of knowledge. I think they're made because of lack of true laser-like focus on your job and what to do, and maybe getting wrapped up in the moment a little bit of the enormity of the moment. So the biggest thing is to take a deep breath, trust your training, and then go execute the way that you're trained to do. This play, take plays over, whistle blows, take a deep breath, and then go do it again.
Shane will trot out as a starter. And
I don't know. I don't know yet. I mean, it might be Gerard. You know, I don't know. Well, I would imagine that all 3 quarterbacks are probably going to play at one point or another.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.